October 7th, people around the world made a decision. They decided to stand up with Israel or to stand against it. And those who were silent were complicit. So on October 7th, we all received a job, not a job that we applied for, not a job that we necessarily wanted, and definitely not a job that we can quit. And that job was to be much more vocal about our support for the state of Israel and the Jewish people. And what's interesting about this job is that the better you get at it, the harder it gets. Did your social media following grow? Well, so did your responsibility to educate those followers. Are you much more educated about the conflict? Well, the harder questions are coming. Another interesting part about this job is that we all do it differently. Some of you are social media warriors. Some of you plan events, fundraisers, and others of you are doing some work behind the scenes. But the most important thing is that you keep on working, because here diversity is key. For those who don't know, my name is Noy Leyb, and I am a proud Jew, I'm a proud Zionist, and I'm a proud IDF soldier. On October 7th, I took the first flight out from New York to Tel Aviv to join both my brothers on the front lines and my unit who would go into Gaza for the following 4 months. And in Gaza, we had two things on our mind. Number one was to bring back the hostages, and number two was to eliminate Hamas. And when I was released in January, I came here to America thinking that I would go around telling you my story. But as I told you my story, I heard yours. I heard about the anti-Semitism that you were facing. I heard about the misinformation, the encampments, and how hard it was to be a Jew in America. So I started to think, what else can Noy do to fight for the Jewish people? But I couldn't think too much, because in May I was called back to Lebanon to serve on the border for 2 months where we faced Hezbollah. And we did a lot of good work. We were successful. We eliminated terrorists, we eliminated terror infrastructure, and gathered a lot of intelligence that would help us. But we paid a very heavy price with some soldiers who aren't here today. But your fight, the fight in America, is what changed my life. And now I focus full time on fighting for the Jewish people. You know, I'm going back to Gaza in 2 weeks. I've been called for a third round. And people ask me, you know, Noy, are you going again? You're going again? And of course I say, yes, I'm going again, because Israel belongs to the Jewish people. Israel has been our ancestral homeland for thousands of years, and we aren't going anywhere. So to those enemies that I'm about to face in Gaza, to our enemies in Lebanon and Iran and wherever they are around the world, including Amsterdam and Europe and here in the US, I have one message for you. Us Jews aren't going anywhere. And for all of the other warriors fighting outside of Israel, for all of you here today, I have one request, and that is to keep on going. Keep on fighting. Every single day, ask yourself, what did I do to stand up for the Jewish people and to stand up for the state of Israel? What did I do to stand up against anti-Semitism, and what did I do to stand up to hate? Because, as I said at the beginning, this is a job that we didn't ask for, but it's our responsibility to fulfill its duties. Silence is not an option, and it's up to each and every one of us to keep on standing. God bless all of you, God bless America, and Am Yisrael Chai.